You are watching Climate Change. Here you hear about the most recent events about the climate, cataclysms, various natural phenomena and incidents on Earth. These days it is very difficult to work as usual because of the war in Ukraine, where we live. Often we have to run for cover when the sirens are wailing due to irate alerts. But as far as possible we will talk about events related to the topic of our channel. And now we begin our release. Get ready. Hail fell over South Florida on Monday, April 4, 2022, and covered the ground in large chunks of ice, some of which were comparable in size to a golf ball or tennis ball. Various posts on social media show that large hail has broken through the windows of cars and the roofs of houses. Severe storms resulted not only in the fall of gain ice balls but also in heavy rains and gusty winds. Thunderstorms are wreaking havoc in parts of Florida, including Highlands and Miami-Dade counties. The most dangerous hazard of severe weather is golf ball-sized hail that caused property damage. In Sebring, hail damaged several cars. In Avon Park, some homeowners in the city had their windows and fronts broken by hail, according to the Miami Herald. According to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, National Severe Storms Laboratory, this hail is a manifestation of precipitation that forms inside a thunderstorm. When hail is strong enough, it can cause injury or death to people and livestock, as well as damage to aircraft, homes, and vehicles. Also, while hail can kill a person, the risk of doing so is considered low. Only 4 people have died from hail in the United States since 2000, according to the American Storm Agency. However, the lethality of ice balls will depend on their frequency and size, especially when they hit a person's head. The largest hailstone ever recorded was found in Vivian, South Dakota, in 2010. The large hail had a diameter of about 20 centimeters and weighed almost 500 grams. Hailstones form when raindrops are lifted into an icy atmosphere by updrafts of thunderstorms. This process allows raindrops to freeze and gain mass. In addition, hailstones grow when they collide with liquid water droplets that freeze on their surface. Hailstones only fall from the sky when the updraft of the thunderstorm can no longer support the weight of the ice balls. However, not all hailstones fall and are pulled by gravity, as smaller pieces of ice can be blown away by horizontal winds. The recent hail over the weekend in South Florida came after a weather forecast for a storm system and thunderstorms across the southeastern and eastern United States. While thunderstorms are common in Florida, hail is still considered uncommon in the state. And now we invite you to subscribe to our Telegram channel. Follow the link in the description below. Thank you. A new wave of tornadoes and other extreme storms are sweeping across the United States south, tearing down trees and power lines, flipping cars and blowing roofs of houses, from a deadly crash in Texas to a tornado warning in South Carolina and devastation in many other states. The tornado emergency warning is the rarest and only issued in the most catastrophic circumstances. This warning is issued only when there is a serious threat to a human life and catastrophic damage from the approaching of ongoing tornado, as was the case on April 5 morning near Allendale, South Carolina. A tornado warning may be issued in the event of a confirmed tornado sighting or radar confirmation. While most power outages occurred in Texas and Louisiana on April 5, 2022, in the morning, they extended to Georgia by evening. On April 6, 2022, nearly 22,000 homes and businesses in Georgia were left without power. Also on April 6, at least 38 tornado reports were reported in the states of Mississippi, Alabama, South Carolina and Georgia. Damage reports come from the same places. Because some tornadoes can be reported many times, the number of reports is not equal to the number of actual tornadoes. The final figure will be determined by research by the United States National Weather Service. On April 5, 2022, there was a tornado deadly in East Texas, with one death in the city of White House. In downtown White House, the hurricane also downed power lines, disrupted traffic, and damaged civilian property. We ask you to consider understanding our English voice and pronunciation because we first try ourselves in such a format. Our release has come to an end. Please share your thoughts in comments. Send us your recorded videos of natural phenomena and incidents to the mail indicated in the description. Subscribe to the channel and rate this video. See you next time, but for now, be vigilant. Do not be indifferent to others and take care of life.
Holy crap. Y'all, what you're seeing is a tornado, Allendale, South Carolina. We've watched it build around us.
It's coming right towards Steve. There's power lines.